Hello everyone, and welcome back. Thank you, Twitch, for having us all here. Stream Elements, Streamlabs, XSplit for making all this possible. I want to thank my viewers, my subscribers, my VIPs, and last but not least, I want to thank my moderators for taking care of my stream over the past well over 2 years. Thank you so much for doing so. Today is going to be the last test of my stream. Uh, uh, there's really not much else I can do. So the only difference from today and 2 days ago, I took a little bit of a break. A friend of mine took me out for a great lunch and beers and good times. Good times had. Well, always have good times. We got a really nice pub, and the food's great. The service is, sometimes it's crappy because it's busy, but most of the time it's a GG place. So what I've done, so the last time I was streaming, which was 2 days ago, I was streaming with the same settings that I've got now on my computer, graphics card, and Streamlabs. The only thing that I've done differently, Canelli, welcome. I got something to show you. Uh, but what we've done in the game is that because I was running the game in low, and with the settings my coach and I have done in Streamlabs, I'm I forgot what he suggested. So I'm going to try to stream my game in medium. My game is in medium right now. I've played one game prior to my stream, and I didn't even have a lag, so GG on that. Regardless of where the lag's coming from. Obviously, if I'm playing on my own and not streaming, I can't point fingers at streaming. But anyways, enough of the yap yap. Oh, you're gonna love this, Canelli. Bit of a surprise. So let's head down to the desktop. And do me a favor, Canelli. Since I'm constantly testing for well over 2 weeks now, even though I've seen the replay on my end, on my monitor size, but it looked a little bit fuzzy. I realized today we're going to be in medium mode graphics in my game. When I was over at my friend's place yesterday, I re-watched my stream on his tablet, and it actually looked better than on my monitor. Understanding that the tablet, screen is smaller than my, what do I have, a 24, 25, 26 inch monitors. So if you don't mind, you don't have to do it right now, but while I'm in game, if you could let me know if it looks good, if it looks crummy, if it looks out of focus. Basically when I watched it on my computer, on my monitor size, understanding the smaller the screen, the better picture you're getting. It looked a little bit on the blurry side for me, and my eyesight is I'm going blinder and blinder on a daily basis. So even with my crummy eyesight, it didn't look. It looked a little bit on the fuzzy side. So we're gonna hit the battle button. and then I'm going to show you my new skin on one of my ships. I got a plus 30% booster on. I got 4 left, so we're gonna hit the battle button, cross our fingers, and hope everything is going to be a-okay. Battle button. I've been working on this skin for over 3 days, you know, because, and I don't mean I'm sitting editing 24 hours per day. The reason why I said 3 days is because it took me 3 days. The first portion I did, I did such a good job, and very surprised and learning more so because the files are a lot different than the other than wargaming, as I've been skinning since 2015. It looked so good, I had to, okay, you know, sit back and start thinking of a plan of what I was going to do. So the very next day I did a little bit more, and the third day, since I was so successful, the third day I just went boom, 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 because it was actually kind of easy for me. I didn't have to do any extra work. And into your vehicles. My ship is finished. I've got some camo files to deal with, but I think I'm not going to go there. I might try because I can always delete it. So let's move on. And we got our first lag already. My computer is absolutely coming to this last legs. I had my task manager up, and before I even had, you know, my CPU, what is it called? My CPU is at 100%, and even not playing my game, I mean, I had the game up, I had my streaming software up, task manager up, and it was already 100% and wasn't doing nothing. I got all my browsers shut down, turned off. So I don't know. The day has come where, I mean, my computer has treated me very well. It's 7 years old already. And I'm noticing I can't, even when I'm not streaming, my computer's so slow now. Not so slow, but it is slowing down. That bringing up a website, because I've got other, you know, sites up. That's how I operate, unfortunately, because my brain is melting. And I can't, you know, if I open up a website, it stays there until I get rid of it. Oh, excellent. Good to hear. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, the day has come. I've been looking at my computer store that we're very religious with this computer store because we get treated well, and me and my family have spent a lot of money because we don't like to. We want a computer store. We don't want to anytime we need something to be bouncing around from one computer store to the other. So and they all have our information. So, you know, we're a good customer. So I'm glad to hear that on your end it looks good, or actually it doesn't look bad. So I'm happy to hear that. I mean, if it it only lagged a tiny bit at the beginning with the Tiger, so I'm not too concerned about a tiny little bit of a lag, because I would rather the game look better than not. Because if I'm lagging a little bit in medium and I'm lagging a little bit in low, because it's not 100% on low. I did have a few lags 2 days ago on low graphics. If both low and medium is going to have a tiny lag, I'd rather stream my game in medium mode, because obviously it's going to look a little bit better than low for my viewers, and that's what's important for me. I wouldn't want anybody to be watching, I'll speak for myself, my stream if the game is looking blurry, etc. I might as well not stream. And I think it's getting to the point, every day I wake up, we're getting closer to that final day where I'm gonna have to shut it all down. I did look at a new computer on the website of my computer store. I was kind of hoping I could find, but obviously not. The computer stores, they're all selling new computers, so everything I see is all with Windows 11. I'm still doing some research on the complaints with Windows 11, and all I hear is horror stories. And I was kind of hoping that I could get my computer store to build me a Windows 10, a computer that's better than what I have. And if that's possible, depending on the price, I think I'm going to be forced to go that way. If they cannot build me a computer with Windows 10, then I don't think I'm going to go there until I absolutely have to. So if I have to stop streaming, then I'll have to stop streaming. Because at this point, with what I've read about Windows 11, not too many people like Windows 11. I realized that when Windows 10 came out, that was the same thing, more or less. But now Microsoft is doing their spying, and even though Microsoft has been known from each operating system, especially leaving from Windows, Windows 7, which was by far one of the best, it got a little bit more, Microsoft knows this, Microsoft knows that, and they made a lot of changes with the file manager, which I'm still reading up on, and I'm not too happy with that. I mean, how are we supposed to navigate through our directories or folders and everything? And if they're going to make it near impossible, I'm not going to go there until I absolutely have to. What are the other choices? The other choices, not for me, but the other choices would be running Linux. I've always wanted to try Linux, but I never had the opportunity to, because I wasn't feeling comfortable enough on my side to to install Linux on my computer. Okay, so I think I pretty much said all I have to say, and now I can concentrate on the game. And so I am gonna do my minimum 2-hour stream. If the stream is lucky, I might do 3, but I'm not gonna do more than that. I have, after my stream, I've got to re-watch my stream, watch my VOD, and see for myself how it looks like here. And thank you, Canelli, for letting me know that it doesn't look bad. This way, because I really want to stop doing all these tests, and because it's very stressful for me. Every day I wake up, I gotta try to do this, do that, and I've had enough. Enemy kill assist, beautiful. We got the chopper down, chopper down. And not only that, I knew I was going to be hungover.
Helicopter, 1 o'clock.
It's funny, I drink approximately the same amount when I'm at home by myself. But when I go out with my friend, I mean, you know, we had lunch. I had a nice chicken clubhouse sandwich, which was actually pretty darn good. Lots of chicken and fries. But I'm feeling a little hungover. Well, always hungover after I maybe it's not a good idea to have Baileys in the morning with your coffee, but that's okay. Well, so far so good. No lag yet, so all right. Thank you, Canelli. Okay, I'm gonna sit here. I'm not gonna move up. I'm getting too close to the enemy tanks. I'm gonna sit here and chill for a bit. I'm gonna turn off my engine so I'm not producing smoke. Now, what I suggest to do is that if you're new to playing this, and because I'd gone through the thinking for myself what would be the best thing to
Keep
do.
it up and victory will
I
be
very
ours.
rarely turn off my engine because now you're not, you know, the enemy can't see your exhaust, right? But I would advise to keep your finger on the I key so that you can turn it on right away rather than moving your fingers across the keyboard. You're going to lose a second. So to me, I've decided, and I've said I don't usually turn my engine off, but I've decided now that I am going to turn my engine off to keep my finger on the I key. Now this tactic of turning your engine off is pretty, understanding that you can't do it all the time, but I've actually, and I'm quite proud when I found out about this from a streamer, YouTuber. I've actually killed a tank by noticing, and I don't notice it too often. I noticed there was exhaust coming up from a ridge, right? And that was basically saying that there's an enemy tank there. So I waited, I knew he was there, boom, took him out. It was great. Understanding that I'm playing in random battles, that my tag is going to be shown
Let's keep the pressure on.
anyways.
Victory is close.
But if you were playing in realistic mode with no enemy tags, so the enemy doesn't know where you are. So with the help of turning off your engine, you're actually adding to your not being spotted. Now, understandably, if you're in a tank, because I'm in a SPAA, I can sit here for the rest of the mission. In tanks, you don't have too many opportunities to turn off your engine because for the most part, you're on the move, unless you're a tank destroyer or a pushed out tank sitting, waiting for the enemy to arrive, sort of thing. So in that case, turning off your engine in realistic mode would be a good idea. In arcade mode, the enemy is going to know where I am when they get closer to me. So I'm going to turn my engine back on, and I'm going to move up a bit.
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
We won. Beautiful. 60 out of 32. Nice. GG.
Objective achieved.
Mission accomplished. Okay, we're waiting for Kennelly to get back. And I hope he gets back soon because you're back. Excellent. Now I get to show you. Are you ready? Ha ha ha. Wait till you see this. I want your honest opinion. Your absolute honest opinion on this. I'm gonna reduce everything. And even, yeah, it's hard for me to show you here. You can see the radar is all done. And you like it? Good. Now, because of my pride of my work, I even got all these little guns here Yes, that's that's what I said to myself too when I was doing it piece by piece. And that's why it took me 3 days, is because I had to sit down and think about it. The more and more I think, planning it in my head, the outcome of my product is better. I don't like to rush things, but I've decided to, and I don't want to mean to be selfish whatsoever, but I'm not going to share how I made this. You already know for the past week of teaching you, you already know how to do something, and that's something that you can work on your own. So let's hit the battle button since we're here. I gotta bring everything back up. Yeah, I just absolutely love this. Battle button. That's why, regardless of what type of vehicles, I always like to experiment with different combinations of colors. Just because if I don't experiment with different types of colors, regardless of whether someone thinks it's a stupid combination, it doesn't matter to me, because if I don't play around with different combinations of colors, I will never learn what works and what doesn't. I mean, you could think, but as much as you possibly want to, but if you don't put it on paper, you'll never know. Okay, I hope everything is well with you, Kennelly. And we're sitting here on Wednesday Hump Day today, and at 27 minutes after 1 p.m. my time, it's 16 Celsius, mostly cloudy. We got some blue skies smiling at me. Darth, Darth, Darth. And all good. We got a slight breeze. It's a heck of a, even though we're sitting at 16, it's still on the cool side. Almost weekend again, yeah. And I hope, I guess you get to work Friday. Good. Yeah, you're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're a good man. Yeah, check out my new skin that it took me 3 days to complete. Unfortunately, you can't see much in this mode. It's a beaut. I've done it again. Not too many people playing ships. I guess especially at this time of the day. Everybody's at school and work. So we're gonna have to sit here and bear with us. And hope it doesn't take longer than 5 minutes. If it does, I'll shut it down and play ships another time. Because once I hit the battle button, I know I'm streaming, and I don't want anybody to be sitting here watching the wheel of death going on for like minutes after minutes. But I try to wait for at least the 5 minute mark for me to shut it down. Otherwise, back and forth, we'll never we'll never be able to play a mission. Come on, please. I've got a few viewers here. Let's get this going, please. Here we go. You see what I mean? You gotta be patient. If you're not patient, you're just gonna end up spending more time waiting. That's the way I look at it. I don't know if you heard me, because I don't know what time you came into the stream, Darth, but could you do me a favor? Because we've made some changes on everything, computer, Streamlabs, and game. Can you let me know how my stream, how the game's looking? Does it look relatively clear on your end? My game is now on medium. The last time I was streaming 2 days ago, the game was on low. And basically, I hope this is the last test because I'm getting sick and tired of testing. I've been testing for over 2 weeks now. And this is going to be the last time because my coach and myself, we're running out of ideas outside of buying a new computer. But now the problem comes where effing Microsoft with Windows 11, and I don't want to go there. I'm hearing a lot of bad things. A lot of bad things. And I haven't finished watching the video about Windows 11. And like I was saying earlier to Kennelly in the beginning of my stream, if my computer store can build me a tower that's better than what I've got with Windows 10, I'll do what I can to get it. But if they can't, and I'm in the situation of having to purchase a Windows 11, well then I'm not going to until I absolutely have to. So if I can't, basically in a nutshell, if I can't make the stream work, then I'll have to decide to quit streaming. Because you know me over the years, I don't like my stream looking like crap. Beautiful, Banshee. Your aiming is a lot better today. It's one day after another. Some days I can't even hit the water, and some days I'm hitting the ships left, right, and center. And that's what I was saying. I was saying to my coach, you know, I mean, it's not that I forget of how to aim. It's, I think one day my brain kind of goes, you're not going to aim today. And that's where it becomes very frustrating for me, because I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong.
The enemy has most of the strategic zones.
I'm hungover, Darth. My friend took me out for lunch, and, well, I drank too much. Come on, let's hit him.
All hands, abandon ship.
Well, so far, so good. I've got a smile on my face, and I'm happy because so far, so good. Because I don't mind a little bit of lag, but if I can stream, I'd rather stream, obviously, my game in medium rather than low. And so far so good, then I don't have to do any more testing. And I don't have to wake up and deal with, try to resolve, because I'm getting tired of it, right? Over 2 years of dealing with issues. I don't want any more. Beautiful. Enemy kill assist, nice. He's moving pretty quick. I'm not gonna bother attempting to take a shot. Oh, we got a long boy here. I'm gonna wait for the rangefinder for this ship here. I'm gonna take the shot. I generally don't like to bounce around ship to ship, but since he's going so slow and he's a long boat, I have a greater chance of hitting the side of the barn, so to speak. We're taking the shot. Beautiful Banshee. We hit him again, nice. Where's my... What happened to my rangefinder? Rangefinder's not working. Holy smokes, Saxon! Hump day today, yes. Welcome back, Saxon. Long time no see. I've just returned back to streaming. As you probably know, that I haven't been streaming for well over 3 months. So hump day today. Stay well away from my male rabbit. He knows that it is hump day. Excited, wet, noisy being. Welcome back. Welcome back, Saxon. And now that the mission is over, I want to show everybody my new skin that I just finished 2 days ago. I've been working on it for. Thank you so much, and I'm very happy that you're back. And hope all is well with you. I want to show you my new skin. It took me. I was very careful with making this, so I wanted to do a lot of thinking instead of, doing it as quickly as I could, and basically, there she is, and I'm just loving it. Beautiful job. Because the files in WarThunder compared to Wargaming, I don't have 100% control of I want to paint this or I want to paint that. It's kind of trial and error, and whatever happens. So it's not as if that I could, paint this on this side. You don't have 100% control as in the files of Wargaming, where I could precisely paint a handle. So there she is. Let's head back to tanks. We're gonna climb into our Soviet tanks. My stream's only gonna be 2 hours today, minimalist. I might do 3, but I doubt it. I've got, my usual duties, and not only that, because I haven't been home for, I missed, I was out for 1 day. Yesterday I was over at a friend's, so I wasn't able to do kitchen work, vacuuming, and all that. So far I'm very happy. So far, don't jinx yourself, Banshee, that the game is running, the stream, not the game, the stream is running as smooth as it can. And for those of you who wouldn't mind letting me know, let me know what, if my stream is looking crappy, better, okay, fantastic on your end, because I don't know whether you're watching on a monitor or on your cell phone or on your tablet, because it does look different on a smaller screen, which I've been noticing over the years. But basically, my coach and myself, we've been making major changes to not only to my graphics card in my computer, but also in the game, also in my Streamlabs broadcasting software, etc., etc. So this may be it, because so far everything is looking good. After my stream, I'm going to have to re-watch my VOD to see it on my end. But if anybody wouldn't mind letting me know, how it's looking, this way I can hear it from you. by all means, I'd appreciate that.
Enemy forces have captured that zone.
So the next test I have to do is testing out my other game that I play once in a while. I do stream it once in a while. I just want to make sure, because I'm not going to make it, for example, Path of Exile is a lot busier game. It can be a lot busier game than War Thunder. And I've noticed even with my computer, but I haven't played Path of Exile ever since we've made all the changes, and I'm interested to see if it's going to help, and if I'm able to stream Path of Exile again, that would be nice for me and my viewers, because then I get to stream a different game. But Path of Exile is such a complicated, even though I'm doing a little bit better, but I can't play that game without the help of my coach. So that's the problem with me and playing games, is because these newer games, understanding that War Thunder is it's an old game, 10 years thereabouts. I still have no idea to a degree. I'm still learning. The Path of Exile is, I like it, I enjoy it, but without the help of my coach, I can't play the game. Which sounds horrible that, I gotta... Nuts! Come on, tank. I can't do anything, I'm trying to repair my tank. And this is the frustrations of this game, is that you're a sitting duck, and if they keep hitting you and hitting you, you'll never repair yourself. 3 seconds left. We're gonna climb into our SPAA because I want to rank up my SPAAs. So basically, like every other game, if you don't play a certain vehicle, especially if you don't get any damage, kills, destroys, your vehicle will never crew up, rank up, and you're stuck with it for, well, I'm not going to say forever, but until you rank it up. I do enjoy playing SPAAs, but sometimes it can be very boring sitting around waiting for a plane to show up. Critical hit. Aircraft destroyed. Beautiful. I just want to confirm that. Yes, beautiful. So this is what I'm kind of saying. I've been pretty... I don't want to use the word lucky. I've been pretty lucky all week. That's just starting into 2 weeks now. Almost every single game that I play in, or battle that I play in with my SPAAs, I'm getting at least one aircraft killed, destroyed. So that's good. Unfortunately, the team is losing, so I won't be getting as many points. And if I can stay alive, I'll get a little bit more. I'm not going to move up any further due to the fact that if I get too close to the enemy tanks, I'm dead. So play your role in the SPAA. I used to, well, I don't want to sit here and do nothing for the team, so I started try to do some damage to tanks, but the chances of that is extremely thin due to the fact that the only tank or vehicle that you can do damage is to another SPAA or to a light tank. However, a light tank can easily take you out too. One shot. Where did he go? So that's why my coach kind of said, play a role of the SPAA. No point in trying to kill a tank because you're not going to, and then you're not helping out your team. Especially, you know, if you take down a bomber, GG, right? Or for that matter, if you take down a plane, you've done something for your team instead of that enemy plane taking your comrades out. So the team's winning. Yes, beautiful. I love it. So we did a bit of a comeback here, and I'm happy because now my vehicle will get an extra points because the team won and I survived. So that's GG all the way around. Alright, so we're approaching the top of the hour. I don't need to go to the washroom, so I'm gonna keep streaming. And I only got an hour to go, and if I have to, of course I will have to. Now that so far 1 hour of the stream, I've only had one minor lag, which is okay for me. We're gonna climb into our Japanese tanks. And I hope by the end of the 2 hour, I can say that we're done with testing and I can stop doing this, which I'll be happy that I can. So after my stream, I'm gonna have to re-watch my stream, my VOD, to see for myself on my end, even though I'm watching it on my stream manager on my other monitor, but understanding there might be a difference, and I want to know as much as I possibly can know of how my stream is looking. We're going to climb into our light tank, a premium light tank first, as we always do, and then we'll make a decision of what other tank to bring in thereafter. Since we're on a desert map, I'm gonna keep the default black because the crosshairs, because the red the red is kind of hard to look at, so that's the only time I don't use the red crosshair. Now, night vision, I might, so we'll keep night vision on, and then we'll see how it looks like, because sometimes on certain maps, example like on a snowy map, night vision sometimes on a snowy map is too bright. So this is actually okay.
Defend the game point.
Now, I gotta keep thinking, because now I'm kind of thinking, after I spend some time re-watching my VOD, I might, depending on how my day goes with my chores and everything, maybe I should get off my lazy ass and do as much as I possibly can. But the problem with that is I'm on low energy and I can't sit around, for example, you know, stand and wash all the dishes at once. I get tired, and that's why sometimes I have to wash a couple of dishes, sit down, wash a couple of dishes by hand. I have my dishwasher is broke down years ago, and I don't have money to buy another one. By the way, I'm playing the Japanese tank in realistic mode, just in case anybody noticed that you're not seeing a tag on the enemy tanks. I used to play tanks in realistic mode for a few straight months, but I changed back to arcade mode in the rest of my American, my German, and my Soviet tanks, because I wanted to try to finish off the challenges for Battle Pass and the missions. So what happens to me now is, now that I don't play all my nations in realistic mode outside of the Japanese, I have to re-teach myself in how to play this game in realistic mode compared to arcade mode. And I mean, if I was younger and my brain was fresher, I could bounce back and forth, but I basically now have to learn to try to think where the enemy is. I'm still learning the maps, so it's a lot. It's a little bit harder because you don't see the enemy tags. Let's climb into our light tank here. Another light tank here. Yeah, because we have to play these. Oh, we get a plane out. Cancel that. Let's play our SPAA. I like this one. I like how the machine gun, anti-aircraft gun is laid out. Beautiful. Oh, Saxon. You really have a way of making people laugh and putting a smile on their face. Good one. Yeah. Yeah, everything's breaking down at my place. It's old, and due to my situation with my life, I have never been able to fix things or update my place. So everything's running down. I'm kind of waiting to win the lottery so I can fix the place. I'm not going to venture off because I'm in an SPAA, so I'm just going to, excuse me, I'm just going to sit here and wait for an airplane to arrive. No point in killing myself trying to do damage to a tank. Play your role. Yeah, so getting back to, I mean, I'm just talking out loud, and my intentions is not to say that, you know, I might, but I have to talk, because I want to test out if I can stream Path of Exile with all the setting changes that I've done, and if so, then GG for everything. I realize from one day to another, you know, I could wake up tomorrow and everything's not working, and that's. But I'm very happy so far. We've just gone over the 7-minute mark over the top of the hour, and so far my stream is looking pretty damn good. I've only had one minor lag. I haven't played Planes yet, which I will right after this mission. Thank you, Saxon. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hear a chopper. That's my ally. Now, there's no difference in sound, if anybody's wondering, of whether the enemy planes, and the team won too, beautiful. But the answer is no. It's not like there's a different sound. A sound of a helicopter is going to sound like a helicopter, vice versa to a plane and a jet and everything. So you really have to either see on the mini map. Now, in realistic mode, there's no tags of the enemy. So a plane is going to be just a black dot until it gets closer to you. So that's even harder when you think about it. Just like in real life, we're going to hop into our Japanese planes. So just like in real life, it's not like the enemy plane that's up in the sky. You know, you're from a distance away, you're going to see just a black dot, right, until it gets closer. So that's the difference in arcade mode to realistic mode. I'm going to hit the battle button. It's that the enemy can't see you and you can't see the enemy because there's no tag, like orange tag, a red tag to say, I'm here I am and I'm a whatever vehicle, etc., right? Just like in any other game. So the tags have been taken away. The tags for my allies in realistic mode, yes, I can see where they are. Now, if you were playing this game in simulation, good luck. Because now in simulation, I've never tried. You're in the vehicle, not as if you can see your plane or your tank or your ship. You're going to be inside your plane, inside your tank, or inside your ship. You will not have the tag, the blue tag of your allies. So if you don't know who your allies are, you're going to be shooting at them. And the more I think about it, this is going to be extremely difficult because I'm not well versed in these games to say, oh, that tank is on my ally. It's as simple as I can try to explain it. I plan to try it in realistic mode, in simulation mode, sorry, one of these days, but it's hard for just my brain to think about how am I going to play it if I don't know anything outside of the fact that I don't know anything. So one day I will. I have played planes in realistic mode, which is quite a difference than what I'm playing my planes now in arcade mode. In realistic mode, you only get one plane. You get shot down. That's it. You gotta take off from the airport, from the runway, and you gotta put up your wheels, your landing gear, and there's a lot more involved in it. We're gonna hit the battle button. We're in our bomber. I got one bomb, 250 kilogram. We got a bit of a lag here. I was kind of expecting this in planes. I was actually surprised that in ships, I didn't lag in ships because even my coach, who has a hell of a lot better gaming tower than I do, sometimes, and I was surprised to hear that sometimes he has issues playing ships due to the fact that he says that ships is a little bit more taxing on your computer because it's a little bit more going on compared to tanks and planes. So I'm gonna go for the main bombing site with the crosshairs. I'm not gonna bother with the orange or amber land targets, which are like tanks. And this is gonna be kind of tough because I'm gonna have to drop and up and away before I crash into this mountainside here. Bomb away. At least I was able to take the my crew was able to eject, and let's see if I can my sound alerts aren't working on my end, so don't bother anybody until after my mission. I'll because I wanted to put up the top gun, so don't bother wasting your points. I have to refresh it. So this one, I got 2 bombs underneath, 1 bomb underneath each wing. And we're gonna head for this target here at 12 o'clock. I should have refreshed my sound alerts, but I had so many things to do before my stream, and I just forget about it. I can't do everything all the time. Sometimes. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. How can I approach this? The base is just being destroyed. Beautiful. I don't have to go there now. I'm gonna drop both bombs, and we're gonna have to hopefully have enough power to 1, 2. I got 5 minutes. I got 5 minutes to reload my bombs, and you see in arcade mode, the planes will reload your plane, machine guns, bombs, etc. But in realistic mode and simulation mode, you have to fly back to your base, land your plane, which is not easy to do. Every time I tried to land, I do land, but I end up taking a nosedive at the end of the runway, and I get destroyed. You know what? I'm not going to bother wasting 5 minutes flying around. Let's go try to help my allies and take out some of these planes. We had a tiny, tiny little lag there, which is okay. Base destroyed. Alright, we're gonna lock on to the A6M2. He's been taken out. Now, I just want to clarify that I don't want to misinterpret the word locking on to a plane. You're not actually locked on as in some games where you lock on and you press the fire button. It's just locking on so that you don't lose sight of him, and as he gets closer, his aiming marker will come up. Where did he go? 4 minutes left for bombs to be reloaded, and I got my wings shot down. We got taken out by a German flyboy. I'm gonna climb into my top bomber. I just got 12 bombs. I got 5 gunners, but I've got a total of 6 guns. 1 in the front, 1 in the belly, 1 top center, left and right on the side of the plane, and a rear gunner at the tail. I'm not going to get my 6th gunner due to the fact that the next bomber that's after this only has 5 gunners, so there's no point in me researching the 6th gunner crew, because then I won't be using that crew in the next plane. Now, that's something to think about. There's a lot to think about in War Thunder, that either you get help from someone, and not from me, because I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, you can ask, but I wouldn't listen to myself. because I've been wrong at a lot of times because I'm still learning, and if I think something is right, for the most case I'm wrong because I'm learning. So we got 12 250 kilogram bombs coming into my target here. We're gonna drop about, I think I can do about 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 bombs away. Now I don't, on this bomber, I don't have a cannon so that I can shoot down planes. The only defensive measures I have is my machine gunners. And being a bomber, since I don't have, as you can see, I don't have any support from my team. Now, if you were playing with your friends in planes, and the only time it will be easier if you talk to your squadron and say, okay, protect me. The reason why I say it's easier in the beginning because as you're taking off, you can find each other. But once my bomber gets killed and I choose another bomber to come back into the game, my crew, my allies, my squadron, either they're going to be in the middle of dogfight or trying to respawn back into the game. The chances of finding each other, obviously I'm not going to look for support. You know, what I'm saying is in order for your squadron to find you and catch up to me, my bomber, is going to be near impossible. Beautiful, we won the game. I'm going to make an attempt to refresh and bring back my sound alerts so that they'll be working. And let me test it first before anybody would like to. I'm not asking, but you know, before you do anything, let me test it first. I'm not asking, but you know, before you do anything, let me test. Yeah, sorry, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm not asking, but you know, before you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I officially announce Beer O'Clock.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Welcome back, Saxon.
Let the drinking begin.
Okay, so everything is looking good. Everything is looking good. Let's go back to tanks. I could play my British planes, or my British ships. But I think we'll keep tanking. Let's climb into the American tanks. And this is my M4A3 Echo 2. I believe it's like the Sherman Jumbo. There's no Sherman word there, but if I'm correct with the M4A3 Echo 2, like in the Jumbo in World of Tanks, but I always thought that was a medium tank. Anyways, like I said, I'm not well versed in these games, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I embarrass myself, I embarrass myself all the time. It's all good. Okay, 125 in the stream, at stream, on the stream. I got another 35, 40 minutes left. And I've got to re-watch my VOD. And then do some house cleaning. Hopefully make something to eat. I do have some snacks. I'll probably do that because... and then make a decision whether I'm going to see if I can stream Path of Exile as a test. And if it all goes well,
Positions. Ready up. Driver ready. Gunner ready. Loader ready.
then all goes well. And I'll be even happier. My computer's getting old. But so far, so good. So am I. I'm getting old so fast. This year has gone by so flippin' fast. I can't believe it. We're already in the second week of June. We got red crosshairs on. I find it easier to look at than the black. And I've done some research on this, and I mean, I don't have numbers and figures, but there is a, and I'm not going to use the word the majority. There are a few people that voice their opinions on that they actually prefer the red rather than the black. And it's really weird because when I was playing Wargaming World of Tanks, the red hurt my eyes, which I made the attempt to get rid of every single red color in the game. That's why I kind of scratched my head. Well, wait a minute. You know, not much difference in color. I mean, red is red. How come I'm finding it easier, nicer to look at the red crosshairs when you can't see red? It's not that I can't see red. Red in World of Tanks Wargaming literally hurt my eyes because it, and I'm not the only one. Where did you go? Yeah, I use my machine guns rather than taking a shot with my cannon, because if I get a hit using my machine guns, basically I'm just sort of, you see, come on, don't lose this. American tanks. Hold down, hold down, hold down. Every single one of them. In the well, I stopped myself. I was gonna say something about the American tanks, but I'm not gonna. We're gonna climb into our medium tank, the M4A2 Sherman.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
So as I continue to think more and more about trying to stream Path of Exile, the sooner I do it, the sooner I find out. And if it turns out really bad, I can always end my stream and don't post my stream. I can just delete it thereafter. But I have to test. I have to figure out if it can or not. Because sometimes in Path of Exile you got like 30 plus enemies swarming around you, and that's where my computer, even when I was playing it without damn it, bad habit, I fired my cannon instead of my machine guns. I'm not going to bother with the planes. I have destroyed planes with my tanks, with my machine guns. But the best thing, I have destroyed a plane with the cannon of my Nashun tank destroyer. Oh, it was beautiful. Because the enemy plane was coming down at me, making the odd machine gun shots. I was reloading my cannon. Finally got loaded my tank. I took about a half second more to aim better at my enemy plane. I took the shot, boom, destroyed him, and game over. I've only done it once. With machine guns, with American Flyboy took me out. Machine guns I have a few times. So it is possible to shoot down and destroy with your cannon of your tanks. Take a deep breath, Banshee. What do we have here? We only got a 200% booster. Let's climb back. Let's climb into our German vehicles. And we'll hit the battle button. And whenever my viewers are watching me playing War Thunder, if any time that you say, "Hey, Banshee, could you play planes or ships?" I'll gladly do that. Because otherwise, if nobody asks, I will, do my routine of playing tanks, ships, and planes.
to battle.
Ready up. Driver ready. Gunner ready.
Loader ready.
Attack the endpoint.
I've also started playing a new game with my coach. It's similar to Civilization, similar, but the mechanics are a little bit different. A good game. I find it a lot easier for me to understand. I can't remember what it's called. It's something Legend. It's a build type game, and you know, try to conquer the map. Build game meaning gotta build your resources, your food, your army. So that's something I've been thinking about. I don't know who would be interested in watching that, because I'm not going to say it's a slow game. It is a slower game compared to War Thunder and Path of Exile, of course. And it's not a turn-based style game like Civilization. You can play with your friends, or you can play by yourself and put up as many bots in your game / map. I have one started because this way I can play on my own and try to learn more. My coach and I do have a game going, but we haven't played together in a couple of weeks because been trying to resolve the issues with my stream, which I have a feeling, I think I can safely say that we're done with testing, and that I'm very happy that so far everything is looking as good as it can be.
Aircraft. 11 o'clock. Range 1500.
Yeah, and bit of an advice. if you're machine gunning down and playing with your tank, I wouldn't be concentrated on too long, because unless you're in a very safe, you're never in a safe spot in War Thunder. You're never in a safe spot as far as I'm concerned. Don't forget there's tanks looking at you, right? So
Request air support. At 10 o'clock. Range 1200.
excuse me. Yeah, I'm still trying to get better. It's been a horrible year for me, with illnesses left, right, and center. Get well, another illness. Get well, get sick again. I love living where I'm living, but I don't like to be cold, and a warmer climate sure would be nicer, but you know what? I really can't complain. You can always put on a sweater or wear more clothes. I like my 4 seasons. Rather than living in a place where it's always hot. You know, I like my spring, summer, fall, and winter. Now, keep in mind that
We've been hit.
if you're sitting there machine gunning whatever,
The fire is damaged.
don't forget you're broadcasting yourself even more so to the enemy. Especially if you're shooting through smoke. I used to shoot through smoke, but until I watched this streamer, YouTuber, he he did say, and he was actually a gunner on a Bradley. Very well done. I'm trying to decide what to do here. Very well done information YouTube on a lot of, he hit on a lot of aspects because he uses his real life playing tanks. He was in a Bradley and he shared his experiences, and he noticed that his experience playing real life tanks actually helped in the game. So he shared his information, and I stopped shooting through smoke. Yes, it's a lot of fun using a machine gun, for sure, right? But what he said is that when smoke has been popped, regardless of whether it's your allies, yourself, or the enemy, if you shoot through the smoke, because on either side, doesn't matter, you can't see through the smoke. But once you start using your machine gun, the enemy knows where you are. They don't see you, but they know where you are. So they could very well aim, either with their machine guns or with their cannon, at where you're shooting. So basically, I know it's a lot of fun, but I've stopped shooting through smoke. Unless there's a rare moment where you know where the enemy is, you're gonna take the shot, you're gonna kill him, you hope, and everything is gonna be a-okay. So it's a decision making that you have to do yourself.
To battle.
Button up. Driver ready. Gun ready. Load armor cancelled.
We got teamwork times 1. GG. The green player's my platoon leader, and if you stay in the same proximity within, I think, 100 meters, as long as everybody does well, you get extra points. So, I mean, I wouldn't go out of your way, try to get close to your within the proximity of your platoon leader and die. You know, if it's too, if the player's too far away, then you'll have to make a decision whether
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
whether it's feasible or not. Thank you very much, Darth, for being here. You, as always, have a good sleep, and I'm very happy to say on my stream, in my stream, at my stream, that everything's looking a lot better. I want to thank my coach for working on it for well over 2 weeks, and I think we've got it. Hope to see you next time I'm streaming, Darth, and you have a good day, a couple more days of work, and you're back to the weekend. Chi-Chi, thanks, Darth. Have a good night. Yeah, Saxon is here. Or I think he was here, I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna get any closer because the T-3485 is up in the square there. And I gotta play my part as a SPAA. And hope to take down some planes.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning. Aircraft! 9 o'clock! 1800!
We hit him. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As long as I get something when I'm in my SPAAs, better than nothing.
Aircraft! 12 o'clock!
Why did I go backwards? Stupid, stupid me. I should have gone forwards rather than backwards. Right? Because when you're going backwards, you're giving the plane more of you to see. But if you go forwards when he's coming at you, you're basically driving out of his view. The team's losing. I don't have machine guns in this TD. Yeah, something like that, Darth. Something like that. I mean, because if I hadn't gone backwards and I went forwards, I guess it's more of a reaction, which I've got to get better at. The chances of me being alive, I think it would have been pretty good, because as I backed up, it probably gave him a little bit more of me to see. Taking a shot. I hit him. Let's get away here. Let's get away, because I want to stay alive. Hobbit wisdom works. Yeah. For example, right now, don't shoot through the smoke, because you're going to... Well, I don't have a machine gun on this tank. Even so, don't machine gun through smoke. You're broadcasting to the enemy where you are. You can if you want, but don't start crying if you get taken out.
My left track is damaged.
Beautiful. Mission completed. GG. Okay, Darth. Good night. 152. I'll have one more mission, and I'm gonna call it a day. Curving bullets? Yeah, like in what was that movie that they were curving bullets with what's her face? I can't remember her name. Your banana is curved? Okay. Angelina Jolie, yes. Thank you. Great show. I've seen it so many times. When they were teaching that kid how to shoot a bullet that goes around. Wanted. Correct. Yeah. I mean, I can't remember, and eventually it would have popped into my head, but definitely not as, as quickly as you. Let's climb into our American tanks. We'll climb into the M4, into the jumbo here, and hit the battle button. Yeah, great movie. Great movie. So last mission, and I gotta muster up some energy and get some housework done. Rewatch my VOD to make sure that it looks good on my end, and if I come back in a couple of hours to attempt to stream Path of Exile, I'll do so, because I want to find out with a tough game, with a busy game like that, if it's going to work streaming. Because then I can start thinking about going back to streaming Path of Exile. And maybe try that Legends game. I can't remember what the full name was.
Tank, Tanakov, 3700.
Damn it. I hit him.
Target damage.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
A critical hit.
Armor piercing loaded.
Target destroyed. Beautiful work, Benchy. Too bad it took 3 shots to take him out. You're gonna have to do it better next time. We're switching shells here. We're on the Berlin map. And you see how different it is to wargaming. Not that I'm making.
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
I have no intentions of comparing games. I'm just saying how different it is. Well, they're both different, very different games. Come on, show yourself a little bit more.
T-34, 2 o'clock, point blank.
Oh, he's dead. Repair, repair. Always try to repair your teammates, your allies. Never just drive by. The way I look at it, you help your repair your teammate. We got another tank, another gun back in the battle to try to win the game. So don't be a selfish player. I mean, sometimes you can't. And not only that, you do get a reward for doing so. So it's not a total, you know, you get something out of it. Nuts. There's nothing I can do. Target destroyed. Well done. Well done. Beautiful. You see, I was gonna machine gun him, but I thought, what's the point? Because probably the chances of me doing damage to that tank are very slim. So I wanted to wait. I knew he was going back and forth, you know, habit forming, and I waited, boom, take him out in the smoke, on the smoke, at the smoke. GG.
Aircraft, 12 o'clock, range 900.
Well, I used my cannon hoping I was able to hit him, but I obviously missed. Okay, I'm gonna forget about the planes because I'm kind of sitting here like a sitting duck. Quack quack. But I'm still back far enough on the map that I don't have to worry about the enemy tanks. That P-51 is moving out.
Aviation on the way. Target destroyed.
Let's see if we can cap this this base here. Mission's over. We won. Good. Excellent. And ending my stream. I got a few skip frames. Thank you very much, everyone. Especially welcome back, Saxon. Welcome back. It's really good to see you back. And thank you so much for your time here. And I hope I have been entertaining even to you. Especially that I'm still going through testing here. Thank you, Darth, for being here, and Kennelly, and I don't think I've missed anyone else that voiced up today. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm very happy that the stream, from what I could see with my stream manager, it looked pretty darn good, and I only had a few minor lags, which I'm really not too concerned about, and that I'm able to stream my game in medium graphics, which is better than low. So I don't know if I'm coming back later on in the late afternoon, whether I'm going to be streaming Path of Exile to see if I can stream it and also play it. Outside of that, tomorrow's Thursday. I'm not going to make any promises, but there is a good chance I have to ride my mountain bike and get some supplies. I'm running out of food and beers. And again, not to say I am, but I hope to be streaming tomorrow. I don't know what time, probably 1 p.m. my time, which I started today. Peace out, everyone. Stay safe. Have a good night. And we're getting close to the for another weekend. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for supporting my stream. Welcome back.